is public comment. Yes, ma'am.
I know that you're reassuring us that everything's safe at school, but Blaine is the furthest school away from help. And when you walk down the hallway at Blaine, when you open that door at Blaine, they lock the doors. They lock every door except the front door. And to me, that's a danger, because you can walk down that hallway and be down there just like that, in a split second, be to every one of these rooms. And I just think something needs to be addressed now, not in the weeks to come. Something has to lock the door or do something, or build something that they just can't run down, somebody just can't run down that hallway.
Right.
Something has to be done, not a few weeks from now. I've got a 6-year-old right here, and that just terrifies me.
Schools are intended to be public buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same
I
time,
love that.
they seem to have this almost unnatural draw to people who want to do harm.
Mm-hmm.
We work in our 6 buildings. I know and just from emails and communication from me to principals Friday afternoon, that to reconfirm that doors except the main door are locked and secured and are checked. Architecturally, within the past several years, since, where's Mr. Tim? Since we've seen some of these tragedies happen, as is the design here at Lawrence County High School, where you come through a main door, but yet you're somewhat isolated till you're literally buzzed in to get in some place.
It's just something to stop somebody from just.
But we also learned and saw that, evidently based on what the facts say,
Yeah, it
in
doesn't necessarily
Connecticut,
help.
it
But-
didn't stop this man.
Yeah, I know. It didn't stop him. He went through a window, but they would need that at Blaine.
I'm just going to say that in every school, with the exception of the high school that has this design already,
Well,
Please-
that's the problem though.
Well-
That Blaine is the furthest from the
yeah,
help.
but please know that I hear what you're saying. I won't speak for the board. They can respond. They hear what you're saying. The community hears what you're saying, whether you're at Blaine or Fallsburg, Louisiana. No, I hear you, and I can't tell you tomorrow that I can fix it. I can tell you tomorrow that we could potentially say we'll lock every door. I mean, that was the decision that we'd have to come to. But your concerns are well taken. Your concerns are like many people to be able to say in this conversation, what else can we do to make sure that our children and our teachers and our staff are safe? I want you to know that I hear what you're saying. I think we're all, again, I won't speak for the board, but I know that they're sensitive. I know that as superintendent, principals, faculty, staff, the community, that to do what we can to better increase the likelihood of safety is paramount right now in all of our eyes and ears. Please know that.
We need to implement something. Then, somebody's got to make a decision. Well, we're going to get a doorbell. If I'm a parent, I don't care one bit. I've got to go to school to ring that doorbell and listen.
And I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that.
Mr. Armstrong, I
Please,
would just
okay.
like to say, I think the conversation does need to continue, because even the doorbell is an idea, but I also have a little idea that would not cost money. And, I just think that, and everybody might have some ideas.
They did have like a motion detector during the hallway, and when you come through the door, it would go off and let them know that somebody was there, but, once somebody's there in the hallway.
I know what you're saying, because you walk right in there and you can be straight down the hall, the gym, or whatever. And it's really like that at a lot of the schools, but the conversation does need to, it's gonna be going on for quite a while, I'm sure.
To me, money has nothing to do with it. It should be.
No, I know what you're saying.
It
I
should
know.
be done without hesitation. It
Right.
should be, to me, that should be the topic right now. That should be, everything else should be at the bottom. That should be at the top.
Well, as he said a little earlier, we have tons of information that came in today from KBE and just a lot of conversations going to be going on about this, so.
And incidentally, if you have ideas, if you have concerns that you would like to see taken care of specifically, let us know.
That's
Because
what I'm
we had conversation just before the board meeting started about this whole issue. And I guarantee you, it will continue. But if you or others have specific ideas, let us know.
The Center for School Safety, who really has a lot of research-based, incident-based information that districts and buildings can use even more so right now. I don't know that I can tell you that I can have a doorbell installed tomorrow. I mean, I'm just being straight with you.
Yeah.
But
That's
thank
the
heavens.
problem, though. It doesn't need to be done, well, you need to look at the information, but something needs to be done now.
But-
Because it's all on
What
the
if it
internet.
happens tomorrow?
Yeah, they've got threats.
What if it happens next week? What if it happens week after next? Things you all don't really think about. You sit and talk about this, but it don't. What if? I didn't know what if. What if
It
it's your
happened.
kid
It
that's
already
go?
happened once.
What if it's her kid that's go? Our kids are there.
Well,
It matters. Money is no object when it comes to life.
no, that's true.
Money's nothing. Money's nothing to me,
But
anybody else in this.
It's not even on the table. Has anybody even mentioned it?
Oh,
No.
she said, but don't cost no money.
Well, what I was thinking.
Well, money is no object, because it don't bother me none to pay my taxes to pay this. It's what it's for.
Yeah, but.
Safety first.
I think and I'm sorry I said money, I didn't mean that, but he can't get a doorbell in by tomorrow. But
We
what
know
I
you
was
can't, but you'll be
thinking
going
about
over
was
Christmas vacation, you'll have time. to
If
do something.
someone, maybe with all the volunteers that we have at Blaine, if someone could be there just till we get something
What are they gonna stop?
permanent. We'll just
Where are you
let
gonna
them-
stop, man?
Well,
Never
that's
done.
true.
Where are you gonna stop? It's too late for you to get all that there.
Yeah.
Say, oh, that guy ain't coming there, say, oh, we're gonna kick you.
Yeah.
Lock them, just lock the front door, keep it locked.
Like I said,
And
That-
maybe do
you know,
something.
I'm sorry, that's what I was gonna say, I can, at least for the next little bit, go ahead and lock the front door, and I can man that during the day, and to make sure the mornings I'm
stop
staying.
them if they want. If they've got guns and they want in, they're going in. But at least a locked door where they just couldn't open up and run down the hallway, that would give Tracy or Mr. Jennings time to, 911. The way it is now, if somebody walks in there, it's Tracy's office, Jennings, right like that, and it'd be over with. Council is right there beside the, it's just a split
Right.
second.
We can lock her tomorrow morning. And Mr. Lester, I mean, every one of you principals has, with the exception of the high school, which already architecturally already has that option already here. We already know that the buildings, even though they have a variety of doors, there's basically a door. There's a main door at the front office. That's the way school buildings were
When
built.
they're shut, you can't open them from the outside.
That's the way school buildings were built for decades. Main door, the office is right there. Very easily, teachers can lock those doors from the out, or principals could lock the door from the outside, and we'll just have to get used to
Yeah.
what it means
Sign of the
to
time.
do something different than what most people have done in the past.
But I just thought that, we need to start the wheels rolling.
Appreciate you bringing it up. I mean, we've talked about it. I appreciate your conversation. And look forward to your continued input as we work to best address this issue.